This segment is brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
Welcome to Farm Factor. Let's join Kyle and Terry Holdren as they discuss leadership development.
Hi, this is Kyle Bauer. I have the opportunity to visit with Terry Holdren. He's CEO of Kansas Farm Bureau. Terry, one of the unsung services that Kansas Farm Bureau does for Kansas agriculture is leadership development. That really doesn't just happen.
No, you're right. It's one of the missions that we have in educating and equipping a next generation of farmers and ranchers to lead. Over the years, we've seen folks move through our Young Farmers program into our other leadership or service commodity advisory committees is another one that we use to develop leaders and on to things, even outside of Farm Bureau. And we typically in those programs always say, we don't expect you to always serve only Farm Bureau. We want you to go home and become a school board member or become a city council, county commission member, because those are important positions in those communities. Or even, if you're interested in and have the desire to step up and serve in the state legislature, we've seen lots of folks become policymakers at those levels over the years. So it's a great opportunity for us as an organization to build the next generation of Kansas leadership, and especially in rural communities, those folks who will step up and lead those populations of people.
Well, it's amazing to me, though, to watch the nurturing of it. It doesn't look like a step-by-step leadership development program, but it certainly ends up being that way, and it's really a nurturing.
It is, and we try to take lots of different approaches to kind of meet people where their interests are and where their abilities and time availability exists. We have several programs that are stretch over the course of a year, so you can engage in a year-long leadership training program. We just launched a year ago called Leadership KFB. We have one-off kind of programs where you can spend 1 or 2 days becoming better equipped to do communications and spokesperson type activities, or even, we've started including leadership development components in most of our committees inside the organization. So you can serve on a committee focused on environmental issues or commodity specific issues, the beef committee or the sheep and goat committee or whatever it is, and you can along the way pick up leadership development tools and opportunities there. So it's a great way to just build that value into the things that other folks that our members are already doing and already engaging in.
One thing with agriculture, almost every issue affects agriculture in some way, whether it's transportation or environmental or labor or immigration. But because of that, there's all these different areas of interest people can work within Farm Bureau.
Certainly, if you just think about the cycle of commodities as you plant or raise livestock from the very beginning stages of that production cycle all the way through what goes on the grocery store shelves, we are hit by regulations or by issues that are policy related all along that life cycle or that production cycle. So there are lots of ways people can engage environmental issues, commodity issues, transportation issues, other regulatory kinds of places that folks can engage all throughout that cycle. So it's a great way to just get involved and advocate for the industry.
We're visiting with Terry Holdren. He is the CEO of Kansas Farm Bureau. This is Kyle Bauer reporting. Back to you, Jamie.
Folks, stay with us. Kyle will be back with Ryan Flickner, Senior Director of Public Policy for Kansas Farm Bureau.
Grain sorghum is one of the most important cereal crops worldwide, and Kansas leads the nation in its production. A high-energy, drought-tolerant crop, sorghum only requires 6 inches of water to produce the first bushel. And with its wide uses and easy adaptation, sorghum proves to be a truly indispensable crop. Kansas Grain Sorghum is committed to sorghum research, market development, and education. Learn more at ksgrainsorghum.org.